YouTube! Merry Christmas! How are you guys? You good? I hope you're ready now because let's be honest, we've got to get close. Right, in this one, guys, we're going to have a look at our graders. I'm going to give you the settings that I'm using. There's a couple of things that I do, and I just hopefully it comes across to you guys on here why I do it. Sorry, I'm a little bit delayed. The bolt on my mic arm snapped, so I had to find a replacement. But I'm here now, so let's have a look at the system first. We are using a 12900KS with a golden sample Gainwood Phoenix 57 TTI with 32 gigs of DDR4 4000 CL18. The 57 TTI, I am manually overclocking it over here on MSI Afterburner. I've got on the memory clocks, it's up 2 gigahertz, which if you look over here on GPU-Z, that gives me just over a terabyte of bandwidth instead of the 890 that it comes with stock. And the core clock has got a personalized curve, but it adds about 350 megahertz to the original clock, just so you know what's going on there. Right, so we jump into our graders. Right, guys, so quickly going through the settings. Just to start off with, we're just going to use DLAA, transformer model, and all the epic settings so that you can see what I'm changing from. We're going to jump into the game now. This is with all the settings on. It looks good and that, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking that. But it's very fuzzy. They've improved the bushes a little. I think it's a bit better in other places, but they could be a bit twitchy and that, like. And to be honest, because of the way this it all gets a bit fuzzy and smudgy when you move around. If you look at the edge of your character, there's like a halo effect, and I don't like it. Like, I get that some of you might like the depth of field and all that malarkey, but if you look around the back of his head there, I don't know whether you can see that, but it doesn't look great. Like, it's got like a fuzzy ball around it, and you see that? Sorry, I had to do something. Hold on. Learning as we go, but you know, the game looks decent. Like, I don't like the depth of field. I think that's just me. But I was here the other day, and it's like when you're moving, things are a bit smudgy, and I don't like it. It's responsive, don't get me wrong. But there's something about the... anyways, what I like to do... I know it ruins some of the shading, but I just think it looks better. Turn this off, because there's like no point in even rendering it. You've got DLAA working, you don't need that working as well. That'll stop some of the sort of smudginess. And the post-processing, it's freaking shit, man. It looks so much better without it. So if we've done that, I'll just come back out. I just think this looks better. Now the only thing I would say is obviously, like, I've got no problem with playing with 120 FPS. Like, it's not an issue. Like, but yeah, now that depth of field is gone, like, it just looks better. You know, like around the character and stuff. It's still got that sort of fuzziness. You see that around the back of his head. No, I've dropped things down for this game, but I also do this, and it might be placebo. I've turned it off for this game, but you'll see that the standard setting for Nvidia GPUs is this texture filtering at quality. Right, I usually rock it at high quality. You can see the global, I've changed that over. But game by game, I'll occasionally clamp this. You can see that little flash. It did do something. Maybe it's placebo, but I actually genuinely think it looks better. I think it takes away some of that sort of, you know, when you're moving around and you get like a bit of a flickering in the bushes or whatever. I feel like it helps clamp that down a bit. It looks a little bit better around the back of his head. But it might be completely placebo. But I feel like it's still there, that little bit of like light ghosting, but I feel like it's less. And like when I'm moving around and bushes in front of each other just seem to be able to handle it so much better. It looks like it just seems to get less blurry. And this is with max settings, do you know what I mean? And it also helps out, I feel like it helps out massively in this game when you turn on DLSS. Because I'll probably use quality because it looks almost the same. Like there's barely any difference, so I may as well use it because it looks just as good. Like everything else can stay exactly the same. Obviously, I'll put where are you? I'll put reflex on because that's always helpful. And these are probably the settings I would recommend with this GPU. So as you can see, it's still handling bushes through bushes really well. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to get through YouTube, but sometimes I find with DLSS you get that, like, you know, that like flickery bush. Almost almost a hide then. At the but as you can see, you know, like the interaction between the layers of foliage, I just feel like just clamping out just helps that out a little bit. Like my G-Sync is set to I've got like 165 hertz, so yeah, this is what I'd recommend. I just feel like it's clean. It's like the bullets are exploding before they get there. Super annoying, that. Right, anyway, should we drop into a proper game, try and grab hold of some shit and loot our way out? Bloody hell, I was falling asleep then waiting for this. Let's fucking go. I gotta let the game off a little bit because, you know, it's lit, to be fair to it. It's fucking lit. Ooh, that was a tear. So I'm just trying to see the hedges, because I know that the foliage, with all the post-processing and stuff on, that it looks awful. Looks like a fuzzy, stuttery mess. This is probably the first time this... No, I've dropped here before, like, obviously. But 140 odd FPS. Like, I'm on 165 hertz monitor, like, so I'm alright with it being under 160. My G-Sync takes care of that. And, you know, I feel like with these settings, you can tell me that the clamping and stuff doesn't make a blind bit of difference because it's old legacy settings, but most games use some sort of texture filtering. I've got it maxed out. And just the interaction between hedges and stuff, just I feel it works better. You got that post-processing off. You don't need to be using anti-aliasing if you're using DLAA or DLSS because it's already anti-aliasing. It doesn't need it twice. just without that depth of field and stuff, like, it just feels so much cleaner and sharper. A little bit brighter as well. I know it's going to take some of the shading away, you know, like ambient occlusion because of the post-processing. Depth of field brings a little bit of that. But all in all, I think the game looks just so much better like this. Like I said, that interaction between foliage, between hedges and hedges, just looks so much better. And that sort of, with upscaling, that sort of flickering you get sometimes in the greenery when moving around quickly, that clamping sorts that out, you know. Like, especially with like DLSS or anything like that, the clamping really does help that. I hope this comes across to you guys on screen. I didn't even see what was floating around outside with her, but you can see this looks great. Like, this is what I would recommend. Like, I just think it looks great. Like, crisp to a distance, you know. What is that thing? It does feel like the game's telling me to go over there. It's like, you want to be coming to this. This is lootable. What is this thing? Is it the Ark playing with me? Are they going to fuck me over? Let's breach this bad boy. We'll find out. If I get shot in the back. Let's get out of here. But yeah, like I said, guys, you see where the grass, I don't see that, like, the flickering and the fuzziness and the smudginess. I mean, it's still a little smudgy, like, in movement. This game, I feel like this game just is. But I think there's like a haze here, so that's kind of explainable. But I just don't see that, you know, that, like, flickering. Hopefully it comes across in the recording. I don't know. Obviously things are being doubled and then you'll come through a compression, but for me, that's how to deal with those problems. Like, if they've been doing your head in, the smudginess and the flickering and the hedges and the greenery, that honestly, this is the way. Because I've got everything else maxed out. It's just all I've turned down is the anti-aliasing and the post-processing, which does most of getting rid of that flickering. This post-processing is terrible. Like, it's so smudgy. Makes everything so smudgy with the depth of field and stuff. And I just think this looks so much cleaner. And you get that DLAA sharpness, so you don't have to deal with any terrible you don't have to deal with much in the way of aliasing, because obviously we're using DLAA and it looks friggin' awesome. And as I said, the flickering and stuff from moving around, I just think this is the best way to play the game. And I wanted to share that with you. I mean, I just jumped into the game, I played around with the settings a little bit, and I just thought, wow, I actually did something here. And it's the smallest of things. But I promise you guys, for me, like I said, maybe it's placebo, but for me, that clamping, oh, it works a friggin' treat, man. it does help for me. Like I said, it could be placebo. Even the texture filtering, turning them up, that could be placebo. I don't even know where I'm going. Where's the extract? Should we head to an extract? There's a hatch. That shuts down in 2 minutes. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there.
Head home at the water treatment elevator.
Right, which way is that? That's that way, yeah? Surely, yeah. Whoa. That was a bit fucked up. I think that's more game being the game, you know? There'll be some fighting. Like I said, guys, this just looks fucking great, man. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. Like, oh, I forgot to start counting the FPS. We'll start doing that. There we go. And like I said, that sort of flickering in the hedges, I can't explain it enough. Like, I just feel like this just looks so much better. There's still there, like there's a little bit of it, but it's nowhere near the same. This just looks so much cleaner. So the rest of your settings, you know what you mess about with to get the FPS that you want if you're playing this game. But I personally would recommend just turning off the anti-aliasing. If you've got an Nvidia GPU, if you've got an AMD GPU and you're using FSR native or whatever, do the exact same thing. I would turn off the anti-aliasing. Well, turn it low. You can't turn it completely off, but turn it low, and then because there's no control over, you know, like DLSS itself. Nvidia don't give you control over that. The only control you've got is DLAA, quality, balanced, performance. That's it. They're the controls you get. You can't like choose within the game to then adjust that on top. So those anti-aliasing settings are for the game to do what it's doing before DLAA does its thing. And I just feel like this is a better option, personally. Like, game looks fucking great, doesn't it? And it plays fucking awesome. It plays amazingly. Like, it's such a it's so refreshing to just jump in a game and do what you want. Like, I shouldn't necessarily use that high quality. You prick. Fuck you. Give me your wares. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Let's go. Up it, let's go. But yeah, hopefully I can bring this over in YouTube compression. Hopefully you get to see what I see, because I just think this looks better. That's some high FPS areas. I mean, I'm running DLSS on it. I'm pretty sure I ran DLSS quality. Hey yo, wait up.
Okay, stand by for elevator.
Hey look, I'm friendly.
You go together.
Hey, wanna team up?
Yeah, I'm good, bro, I'm good. I don't know whether you hear me. I can't. I can't even remember what button I have set for that. It's not that. You should hear me. I've got it on open mic. The people in this game are so nice. You in? Yeah, bro. We good, we good. Excellent rain, gentlemen. Excellent. I'm sorry, alright, I'm sorry. But all in all, the gameplay is absolutely friggin' awesome. It's well within the frame rates of my monitor. So I get G-Sync all the way. It's buttery smooth. The game itself plays absolutely friggin' awesome. For me, I think the game looks its best with DLAA, to be fair, but DLSS quality looks absolutely amazing, phenomenal at 1440p. So for me, with this card, I would just max out the settings, but put anti-aliasing on low and post-processing on low, and then the clamping and stuff in the app, that's completely up to you. Try it out. You can flick back and forth with it anyway. Like, it's not an issue in this game. So try it out. See which one you prefer. I prefer it clamped in this particular title. I don't usually clamp it in most titles, just some titles. When I get a little bit of bush flickery, that's what I do with it. That's what, I don't know why that was down. So when I get a little bush flickering and stuff like, that's what I do with it. So I don't know. It's up to you whether you see what I see. Hopefully I can get this through compression, because it's going to be, I'm recording high quality and then going to edit in high quality. We'll just see what we get. Hopefully it comes through on YouTube, but either way, Merry Christmas to you all, motherfuckers. Merry Christmas! And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you, bye. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel.
Like and subscribe. One, two.